This is what I do. This is what I do for YouTube. Right here. I do these things. Luke here with an update. Hey, what's up guys? So today's video is going to be a follow-up to the last Awkward Girl Stories video that I posted. And I'm gonna be picking up right where I left off on that last video, so if you haven't seen it, you can watch it here and it will be linked below, but if you haven't seen that video, you really should go and watch that first, otherwise none of this is gonna make sense. Alright, so now that everybody has seen that first video, you know that I was in Portland, Oregon a few years ago and I met this slightly crazy but beautiful and lonely girl on Craigslist. And looking back now, I should have left this girl. She was in an open marriage and she was putting herself onto Craigslist to find other guys, and she wanted more than a friendship from me. But I let my loneliness get the better of me and we started spending a lot of time together and really investing in each other. And every time that we would hang out, it would end like this. Oh, I sure am getting tired. Oh, okay, that's fine. I should probably get going anyways. But that doesn't mean you have to leave, silly. Wait, sorry, what did you say? I said stay. Like I said in my last video, please be nice in the comments. I normally wouldn't share something this personal, but it's just too good of a story not to tell you. So here I am in Portland, Oregon with my new best friend who is a girl that I'm rejecting constantly, who is married, and she invites me to go to a costume party with her. So I say yes. I dress up like a cowboy and she doesn't think that it's good enough, so she cuts the jeans off up by the thighs. So I have these really short shorts. They're so short that you can see the pockets coming out of the bottom. I've got my bare legs exposed, I've got my cowboy boots on, and we ride bikes to the party. And by the way, the costume is important for later in the story. We get to this party and everybody's having a whole lot of fun. I feel a little bit weird because my legs are so exposed, but it's Portland, Oregon, which celebrates weirdness, so whatever. My new Craigslist friend had me hold the keys to her bicycle that was locked up because she was wearing a suit of grapes and a leotard. Me having her keys is also important later. Eventually, I started having such a good time at this party. Even with all of the prior awkwardness, before I had a new friend that was interested in me, the music was awesome, the dancing was fun. It was one of the coolest house parties I had ever been to, but then she tried to kiss me. And instantly, I remembered her story and how we had met and how she was married, and so I stepped back. And I was just like, what the heck am I even doing with my life right now? So I left her on the dance floor and started walking around the rest of the house into the kitchen. There were a bunch of people taking shots and somebody asked if I wanted to take one. I know a lot of people of different ages watch my videos and know that I don't promote drinking, but at parties, I will have a few drinks, but I rarely get drunk. And the reasons I don't like to get drunk will be very apparent by the end of this video. But anyways, at this party, yeah, I got really drunk. It was stupid. If you ever want to drink to get drunk, think about it for a second and then just don't do it. Don't do it. But I somehow justified getting drunk at this party, probably because of all of the loneliness that I'd gone through in the previous months. Then out of nowhere, this random girl that I was talking to in the kitchen kissed me and asked me if I wanted to walk back to her place, which was very close. And again, pretty personal, but she seemed harmless, and I kind of wanted to get away from the Craigslist girl for a little bit. Plus, if you've ever been drunk or you've ever heard of somebody being drunk, it can really affect your quality decision-making skills, so I said yes. And as we were walking to her place, I started to feel really gross. Not by the decisions that I was making, which were kind of gross, but because of all of the alcohol that I had consumed. So once we got to her place, we get inside and I run to her bathroom and throw up. So that is reason number 1 of 3 in the story why I don't like getting drunk. After I was in the bathroom for a little bit, I clean up and go out into her living room and fall face first onto her couch. And for some reason, this girl still thinks that I might be in the condition to want to make out with her, so she turns me over and starts kissing me and taking my shirt off, and I'm like, girl, please, I just threw up a little space. Eventually, she leaves me alone and I pass out. Okay, now remember what I was wearing at the party. So some super high cut-off jean shorts, I've got my cowboy boots on, and then I wake up with that outfit on, with no shirt and a mind-splitting headache. I grab all my stuff real quick, throw my shirt on, and I'm like out of that house. I didn't even say goodbye. So that's reason 2 not to get drunk. On my way out the door, I check my phone and I have something like 10 missed phone calls and 23 missed text messages, all from the Craigslist girl, not because she wanted me, but she wanted the keys to her bike that were in my pocket. I called her back and she was obviously not very happy with having to crash at the party on a couch and being completely ditched by me. So that's reason number 3 not to get drunk. So I walk back to the party and I give her her keys to her bike, and then she gets on the bike as a big grape and rides away in one direction mad at me, and then I get on my bike as a flamboyant cowboy and ride another direction. And if it was in a movie, it'd be something like a sequel to Brokeback Mountain, but it's just so weird. So that's where I'm gonna leave the story today, but guess what? There is still more. I knew that if I was gonna ever tell you this story, I didn't want to leave anything out, but if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye!